Most men believe losing their morning erections is just part of getting older, but I want to gently challenge that. If you've been told it's just age, I'm here to tell you that's not the whole story. I'm Dr. Maya Kapoor, and with over 20 years of experience helping men in their 60s and beyond, I've seen too many give up on their vitality far too soon. The truth? Your body isn't broken, it's just disconnected. And when you understand how to reconnect it, everything changes. What I'm about to share is a blend of modern science and real patient success. 3 specific points on your body that, when activated correctly, can naturally reawaken your morning vitality without pills, prescriptions, or gimmicks. This isn't about forcing your body into something it's not ready for. It's about tapping into systems that are still there, just waiting for the right signal. I've watched men who thought they were past their prime light up again, stronger, more confident, more themselves, simply by learning this. You might be wondering, how could something as simple as touch or awareness bring back what feels permanently gone? Here's the reality. Your morning response isn't controlled by one switch. It's an intricate network of blood flow, nerve signals, and hormonal rhythms working together like a symphony. When everything's in tune, you feel it immediately. But as the years pass, some of those instruments get out of sync. They don't need replacing, they just need tuning. And the 3 points I'll share act like tuning forks, bringing your body's natural harmony back. One man I worked with, David, 68, a retired firefighter, came to me already managing his blood pressure with his cardiologist. His main wish? To feel connected to himself again. His wife of 42 years missed not just intimacy, but the confidence he used to carry. We added these pressure point techniques to his routine. In just 3 weeks, he woke with more energy and awareness than he'd felt in years. His doctor was pleased, his wife noticed the difference, and David felt like himself again. The first pressure point is just above your pubic bone. Imagine this as the foundation of a bridge. Without a solid base, nothing above it flows well. Lie comfortably on your back with your knees slightly bent. Place your palm on your lower abdomen, fingers pointing downward. Slide your hand until you feel the ridge of your pubic bone. Then move your fingertips about an inch above it into the softer tissue. Using the pads of your 3 middle fingers, apply gentle, steady pressure. No rubbing, no poking. Just a calm, consistent hold for 30 seconds while breathing naturally. You may feel warmth, a pulse, or just more awareness. That's your circulation waking up. Medical studies confirm what I've seen firsthand. Targeted pressure point therapy improves pelvic blood flow in older men. And when you coordinate it with your healthcare provider, the results often go beyond what you imagined possible. The second point is in the perineum, the space between your scrotum and anus. In traditional medicine, this is considered a control center for your pelvic floor, the muscles that manage everything from urination to sexual performance. Modern science agrees. Tension here means the whole system works below capacity. You don't even need your hands for this. Sit on a small, firm pillow or rolled towel placed under your perineum. Let your body weight create the gentle pressure, never uncomfortable, just present. Keep your feet flat and your spine upright, and breathe slowly for a few minutes. Many men feel a warm release in the pelvic muscles, like the system just unclenched. One of my patients, George, 71, was skeptical. He had diabetes, low energy, and a fading sense of connection to his body. But after adding this into his morning reading routine, just 5 minutes, he noticed more sensation within 2 weeks. His endocrinologist supported it, happy to see George more engaged in his own self-care. The third point is where your inner thigh meets your pelvis. Along the crease you can feel when seated. This area lies over major arteries and nerves feeding your genital region. Picture it as a gateway. When it's open, blood and nerve signals flow easily. When it's blocked, everything slows. Sit comfortably. Place your hand high on your inner thigh near the groin crease and use your thumb or the heel of your palm to apply steady pressure for 30 seconds on each side. You might feel a gentle pulse under your hand. That's your femoral artery, one of your body's main blood highways. Gentle pressure here encourages better flow, and many men report warmth or tingling across the pelvic region afterward. These 3 points, used together, form a complete morning routine that takes less than 5 minutes. No special tools, no awkward positions, just mindful connection with your body's own wisdom. But these points are only the beginning. If you want to make the benefits last, you need to support your body from the inside with daily habits that reinforce circulation, nerve health, and hormonal balance. The first is deep diaphragmatic breathing. Think of your cardiovascular system as plumbing. Stress and shallow breathing create pressure and strain that restrict flow. Deep belly breathing triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and restore mode. Each morning, place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise while your chest stays still. Exhale through your mouth, letting your belly fall. Even a few breaths like this can calm your system and sharpen your body awareness. Frank, a 65-year-old former postal worker, started this after a heart scare. Within a month, he was calmer, sleeping better, and noticing subtle but real physical changes. The second habit is proper morning hydration. After 6 to 8 hours without fluids, your blood is thicker and moves more sluggishly. Start each day with 2 glasses of room temperature water. For an extra boost in absorption, add a pinch of high-quality sea salt to 1. This simple step helps your vascular system deliver nutrients and oxygen more efficiently, especially to areas that need it most. Many of my patients report better morning energy and responsiveness after making this a daily ritual. The third habit is gentle pelvic movement. Just as a pump works best when primed, your pelvic area thrives on motion. Spend 3 minutes each morning walking slowly in place, rotating your hips in small, deliberate circles. This isn't about exercise, it's about waking up the deep structures that support blood flow. William, 69, a retired woodworker, regained not only better morning vitality, but also the stamina to spend longer hours in his workshop after adding this movement. Evening warmth therapy is another powerful support. About an hour before bed, place a warm, not hot, water bottle or heating pad over your lower abdomen for 10-15 minutes. This relaxes pelvic muscles, dilates blood vessels, and signals your body to shift into recovery mode. Many men find this simple ritual both soothing and effective in enhancing the morning results of the pressure points. Finally, your nutrition matters. Certain foods, pomegranate juice, fresh ginger, have been shown to improve vascular function and blood flow. Just 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily delivers antioxidants that support arterial health. Ginger, whether fresh in tea or as part of your meals, can improve circulation to the extremities and pelvic region. Daniel, 72, a retired electrician, combined all 5 of these habits with the 3 pressure points, adding 1 habit at a time over several weeks. After 2 months, he reported better energy, restored morning vitality, and a confidence he thought he'd lost for good. Consistency is the key. Most men notice subtle changes in the first week: better sleep, more awareness in the pelvic area, followed by more noticeable improvements within 2 to 4 weeks. Your body responds at its own pace, and the goal is gentle, steady progress rather than dramatic overnight results. Now, it's important to remember, this approach isn't about forcing your body into performance. It's about working with the biology you still have. Your body's capacity for health and vitality doesn't vanish after 60. It simply requires a different kind of care. But there's one thing I need to address, because too many men think this is just a physical journey. It's not. The loss of morning vitality can carry an emotional weight that most won't admit out loud. When changes happen, many men start feeling less like themselves. Confidence fades. Moments of connection with a partner may feel different or less frequent, and that can ripple into every part of life. Society tells you it's just age, which makes it even harder to talk about. That's why I encourage my patients to see this as both a physical and emotional practice. The pressure points and habits support circulation and nerve health, but they also reconnect you to your body, reminding you it's still yours to enjoy, to trust, and to feel proud of. Every time you take 5 minutes in the morning to do these steps, you're sending yourself a message: I still matter. My vitality still matters. To make it easier to stick with, I often suggest weaving these steps into an existing routine. For example, you might drink your first glass of water while sitting on your pillow for the perineum point. Then, stand up and do your gentle hip circles. End with a minute of breathing before heading to the kitchen for breakfast. This whole sequence can take less than 10 minutes, and the more natural it feels, the more likely you are to stay consistent. For evening warmth therapy, pair it with something you already enjoy: reading, listening to music, or watching a favorite show. That way, it becomes a pleasant ritual rather than another task on your list. I also recommend keeping a simple note in a journal or on your phone, rating how you feel each morning and evening from 1 to 10. This isn't to obsess over progress. It's to help you notice the quiet changes that might otherwise go unrecognized. Now, before you start, there are a few important safety notes. If you have a medical condition, especially one involving blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, or prostate health, talk to your doctor before making major changes, even if they're natural. If you're on medications, be aware that certain foods and supplements, like pomegranate or ginger, can interact with them. Most physicians appreciate patients who take an active role in their health, and sharing your plan can help them support you more effectively. I've worked with men who were hesitant to bring these topics up with their doctors, fearing judgment. But the truth is, the medical field is becoming more open to integrative approaches that combine conventional care with safe, evidence-backed techniques like these. It's also worth mentioning that not all results will look the same. Some men notice a gradual, steady return of sensation and function over several months. Others see sharper changes within weeks. Neither is better. Both mean your body is responding. What matters is consistency and patience. Gentle daily practice will always yield more lasting results than occasional intense effort. And here's something many don't expect. Sometimes the first improvements show up outside the bedroom. Better mood, warmer hands and feet, easier walking, deeper, more restorative sleep. These are all signs of improved circulation and nervous system function, and they set the stage for your more private goals to follow. Let's also talk about the mental side. The simple act of reconnecting with your body through these points and habits often reduces anxiety and performance pressure, which are major factors in maintaining function. When you stop seeing intimacy as a test and start experiencing it as a connection, either with yourself or with someone else, your body responds in kind. I recall one patient, Harold, 74, who came to me convinced his days of intimacy were behind him. We began with the 3 points and morning hydration. Within 3 weeks, he wasn't just noticing changes physically. His wife commented on how much lighter and more engaged he seemed in daily life. The confidence he regained carried into conversations, laughter, and a comfort and closeness they hadn't felt in years. That's the ripple effect of these techniques. You're not just restoring circulation, you're restoring the sense of self that makes those moments meaningful. Now, let's revisit the supporting habits in a bit more detail, because each one is more powerful when understood fully. Deep diaphragmatic breathing isn't just about oxygen. It also lowers cortisol, your body's stress hormone. Elevated cortisol can restrict blood flow and interfere with hormone balance. By breathing deeply, you're literally telling your body, it's safe to relax, which is essential for healthy function. Hydration in the morning is another underestimated tool. Think of your blood as a delivery system. Dehydration thickens it, making circulation sluggish. When you hydrate first thing, you're priming your entire vascular system for the day ahead. The pinch of mineral-rich salt not only improves absorption, but replenishes electrolytes lost overnight, which can improve nerve signaling. Gentle pelvic movement, especially hip circles, acts like an internal massage for your pelvic floor, abdominal organs, and blood vessels. It's not about breaking a sweat. It's about increasing awareness and flexibility in areas that stiffen with age and sitting. Evening warmth therapy not only encourages blood flow, but also helps your nervous system shift into rest mode, which improves sleep quality. Better sleep means better hormone regulation, and that directly affects testosterone levels and recovery. And finally, circulation-supporting nutrition like pomegranate juice and ginger doesn't just help down there. It supports your heart, brain, and overall vascular health. In other words, these foods work on the whole system that supports intimacy, not just the end result. The beauty of this approach is that it's both targeted and holistic. You're addressing the specific pathways that control morning vitality, blood flow, nerve health, hormonal rhythms, while also improving your general well-being. And the more you feel good in your daily life, the more naturally confidence and connection follow. You might be wondering, how long will it take before I notice changes? Most men start feeling something within the first week. Maybe it's more awareness in the pelvic region, maybe warmer hands and feet, or more restful sleep. By the 2nd to 4th week, the physical changes often become more noticeable. Stronger morning responses, improved sensation, and better stamina. But remember, your body's pace is unique. Some men see gradual improvements over months. Others notice quicker shifts. Both are signs your body is responding. Don't measure yourself against someone else's pace. Your journey is your own. This isn't a competition, it's a reconnection. You're not failing if your improvements are slower. In fact, slower, steady progress is often more sustainable in the long run. Sometimes, the loss of morning vitality touches more than just the body. It affects how you see yourself. Many men quietly connect their masculinity with performance. When that changes, self-esteem can take a hit. But here's the truth. Masculinity is not defined by one physical function. What you're doing with these techniques is reclaiming a connection with your body that supports your confidence in every area of life, not just the bedroom. Every time you choose to do the 3 pressure points, hydrate, breathe deeply, move gently, and nourish yourself well, you're building a message into your mind. I'm still here. I'm still capable. I still have control over my health. That mindset alone changes the way you carry yourself, interact with others, and approach your day. I've seen it firsthand. Men who start with the goal of restoring morning erections often come back weeks later, telling me they're sleeping better, thinking clearer, moving with more energy, and feeling more engaged in their relationships. And while the changes down there matter, it's the ripple effects, better sleep, clearer thinking, deeper connection that truly transform daily life. To make this routine stick, create an environment that supports it. Keep your pillow or rolled towel in plain sight as a reminder for the perineum point. Place your water glass by the bed the night before. Keep ginger in your kitchen and pomegranate juice in the fridge. The easier it is to start, the more consistent you'll be. If you're the type who likes tracking, you can jot down a few quick notes each morning. Did you do the routine? How do you feel on a scale from 1 to 10? Any changes in energy, mood, or sleep? Over time, you'll be able to look back and see patterns that confirm your progress. And I'll say this again, talk to your healthcare provider. These are safe, natural techniques, but when paired with your existing medical care, they can fit into a larger strategy for your health. Many doctors are open to patients bringing in evidence-based practices that don't rely on medication alone. Now, as we close, I want to leave you with this. Reclaiming your vitality is not about chasing youth. It's about honoring the life you have now. Your body still holds remarkable capacity for healing, circulation, and connection. The 3 pressure points above the pubic bone, in the perineum, and along the inner thigh crease are physical reminders that you can actively influence how you feel. When combined with the 5 supporting habits, deep breathing, hydration, gentle movement, warmth therapy, and circulation-friendly nutrition, you have a complete toolkit for restoring not only morning vitality, but also confidence, energy, and presence in every part of your life. Start where you are. If all you can manage tomorrow morning is 1 pressure point, do that. If you can add a glass of water, even better. Build slowly. What matters most is that you begin and that you keep going. I'd love to hear from you. If you've tried any of these techniques, or if you're starting today, share your experience in the comments. Your story might be exactly what another man needs to believe change is possible at his age. Every small choice you make to care for yourself, every mindful moment you spend reconnecting with your body is an investment in your future. You are not too old, you are not too late, and you are not alone. So tomorrow morning when you wake, remember, your next chapter starts with the next choice you make. Let it be one that moves you toward the vibrant, connected life you deserve. If something here spoke to you, subscribe so we can keep walking this journey together. And share it with a friend, a brother, or someone who might quietly need the reminder, it's never too late.